welcome back to my cozy corner of the internet. My name is Chloe. I have been on strike from crafting since December. I crocheted a lot of Christmas gifts. I said, that was a lot, I need a break. And then I went into my reading bag, and that's all I've been doing is like reading physical books. So my hands have been busy, but I have not made a craft for a while. The crochet hook has been hibernating, and it's time for her to wake up. I want to craft. I want to craft. But I think I'm gonna just force myself to start small. So I wanna make book crafts this week because all I've been doing is reading, and I'm missing some crafts, and I wanna build up my crocheted book accessories list even more. To start off, let me tell you what I envision crafting for the week. To start small, I have an old Amazon Fire tablet that I want to revive in order to read off of it. I don't have a case for her though, so I think I wanna make some type of like sleeve. I think that'd be a good small project. That won't take me very long. I have some old granny squares I'm thinking of repurposing. So I'm thinking I'll start with that. And then I have this book sleeve. This is the book sleeve I currently use. If you guys watch Maham on YouTube, my crochet goddess, basically, I will link her down below, but she has a tutorial on making these tulips. And so I kind of adapted it to make this book sleeve for like Sarah J. Maas size books. This is already kind of a big book, and like there's room in here. Okay, I put Twisted Hate in here, but currently I'm on Twisted Games. Twisted Games is a smaller book, so like not by much, but it's a little bit smaller. And this in here, this is too small. The sleeve will like slide around kind of, and I don't want that. So I'm gonna also, my kitten is going insane right now. I want to make more book sleeves. On one hand, like I love this design, but I use it like every single day and like it's getting dirty. So I kind of adapted Maham's design. I don't know how she ends her book sleeve, but I added a flap with a chain. I've never seen anybody do this. I kind of just made it up, but it doesn't mean that nobody has done it. So I'm sure there's like somebody somewhere who has done it. But yeah, I made a chain that just goes around the book and holds the flap down. I want to save the corners. As you can see, they're not totally protected, but yeah, that was like the best I could think of to secure the flap. I want to be able to like have different pattern book sleeves. So I think I'm gonna make a couple more this week. The first one I want to make is like a pink gingham vibe. I want to try making gingham. I've never done that, and it looks so cute. I want to look up more like bookmark ideas, but crochet bookmarks get so thick. But the two main things I want to do are the tablet sleeve and then a new book sleeve. I don't know. I want some different vibes to be able to carry around. But I highly recommend making book sleeves for your books because I will throw these in and out of my work bag. I borrow a lot of books from friends at the library, and I feel so bad when I like scrape up the front of the book or I bend the corner pages or something like that. Plus it's just really cute to have a little cozy snug sleeve for your book. So some of the book sleeves I made already. I made a couple granny square ones. Those are easy, but they do take a lot longer and you have to sew. So making a no-sew one is a lot shorter, but it's a little more confusing the way that I do it, but maybe I should look into making another tutorial for that. I don't know if the way my brain works is the way that most people will understand. So I gotta figure out a way to like write the pattern out because this was a no-sew and the way I made the bottom was kind of weird, and then I went like up from there and it totally worked, but it's a little confusing. I got a big brain, a pattern for this so I can share it with you guys. But anyway, I am in Twisted Games. I read Twisted Love. That was kind of a lot for me. I ain't gonna lie, okay? Twisted Love got a little bit hokey, for lack of a better word. There were a lot of things going on. It was like too many things. Too many odd things. It got a little bit unbelievable, you know what I mean? Twisted Games, I'm like halfway through and it's really cute and fun. I wouldn't say it's like a relatable situation, but like it's way more relatable than Twisted Love. So I have a lot of hope for Twisted Hate and Twisted Lies. The sleeve will fit a range of book sizes, but not that big of a range. So like I'm gonna need some varied sizes of book sleeves for all of these books I'm reading. So yeah, if you like book crafts, I do crochet and reading stuff on this channel. So be sure to subscribe down below so you can follow along on that journey and we can talk about both. I'm a big crafter, I'm a big reader, and I think this is a good way to like combine the two. Once I have all my colors picked, I will see you guys in a little bit. Bookshelf update because I'm super excited about this, but this is what she's looking like. These plants are not doing amazing. The lighting in this window is like not fantastic, but we persevere. I finally got a copy of Iron Flame. I waited on this in the mail for like 4 weeks. It's the only one that doesn't have dragons. I'm thinking of spray painting it myself. We'll see. I got my Emily Henry collection, and then this is my Sarah J. Maas shelf. with 2 bookmarks that my bestie gave me. It's like the Throne of Glass palette, Court of Thorns and Roses palette, and my cat did chew them both. Sick. Thanks, girl. Actually, this is really cute. Look at that. I should put it up. How did I not realize that? That's so silly. Unfortunately, I did not buy this set that looks like these colors. We'll display it somehow. We'll think about it. We'll plot. Hello, it's now 9 p.m. I'm back from work. I've been back from work for a few hours now. I think I'm ready to begin crafting, just a little bit, to dip my toe in the crafting water. I want to start with the sleeve I was going to make for my Amazon tablet, because I do have these old granny squares, and I'm thinking if I fold them and I take one off. So if I do this, like that should be wide enough. And then all I have to do is make a bottom and then like a little bit of a top. And I think that's going to be a good way to just craft a little bit for now, because the other thing I want to do is like a pink gingham book sleeve, like a full-size book sleeve. And I have all 3 of my colors, like a little pink gingham type of thing. That is going to be a lot more work. Actually, for this, I also have the audiobook. So I think I'm going to listen to the audiobook, and I think I can finish this tonight. So I just have to take off one of these squares, and then I should be able to sew up one side. We should be done pretty quickly, which is good because my bedtime's in like an hour and a half. Let's get to crafting. Tablet sleeve last night. This is what I was talking about, with just crocheting to the top, and then here, I'll untie it. I did not weave in my ends because who wants to do that? But this is what I was talking about, so don't look at the little ends. But you crochet to the top, and then you just make 2 different chains, and then you can tie them together into a little bow. Like now, see, I just tied it into a bow and it's closed. And so now it's not gonna like slide down. Your corners might be like a little bit in jeopardy, but it's probably fine. This is just because I shoved this like in my work bag or my purse, and I wanna make sure like the screen's not gonna get scratched up. So it'll do its job, but it's super cute, and I'm really glad that I used like stuff I ditched in the past. Like I made these squares to make a shirt, like a little baby doll top. Why did I think I was gonna finish that? That's such a huge project. I also used some of the other squares to make another book sleeve for my friend for Christmas. So she got her use, like it was all worth it. And yeah, I didn't have to buy any new yarn, unfortunately, but we did use what I had in the stash, which was nice. I did fall asleep reading again. I'm still on Twisted Games. Guys, I have like 10 chapters left, maybe. Twisted Love got a little crazy for me. Enemies to lovers, mafia, crazy. It was crazy. But no, Twisted Games, chill. Twisted Games is chill. You know, after I read Twisted Love, I was like, I don't know about this Twisted series, guys. What did I decide to put on my TBR? But now that I'm on games, like, I feel like Twisted Hate and Twisted Lies won't be... I feel like it's gonna just improve as I keep going. But the books get thicker and they better stay good. Otherwise, we'll be pausing that. I do want to get started on my gingham book sleeve. I told you guys I was in like a giant crochet slump. I started with like an easier project because I was hoping it would take me out of it. And now I feel okay to like start a gingham book sleeve. I hope that's not too adventurous of me because it is a 3-color project. I feel like getting crafty now, and I was going to listen to Twisted Games, but I was working a little bit and drinking my coffee and I turned on Love is Blind in the background. And now I fear I have to keep watching Love is Blind. So I might just leave that on. I'm gonna get started on my book sleeve. It's gonna be a lot of trial and error because I think you need it to be in groups of 4, but like to complete the gingham pattern, I have no idea. I'm gonna have to do a lot of little mental gymnastics here. I might have to start it and then frog it and then start it and then frog it. But yeah, like I love bookish crafts. I have like a leaf sprout bookmark that is super cute. I've given that as a gift. My favorite thing to make is like little sleeves for your books and your gadgets. Like I love that. It's so easy. Let me get the base of my book sleeve figured out and then we will discuss. Okay, I have a lot of tangled yarn. That's what I have. I have like the base of my book sleeve. So what I do is I start by making a piece that covers the spine. I've covered the spine pretty well, and like you want it to be like just about the size because it will stretch. And as you keep going, it will keep stretching. Fingers crossed that I don't have to start over again. But if I do, it will be because it's not quite long enough. This doesn't have as much give. It kind of does, but I do want a snug fit. I think we'll be okay with this because like if I line it up perfectly, there's a little, yeah, this will be fine. This is fine. But I think I'm gonna bring this to work with me today. In my breaks, in my lunch break and whatever, I think I'm going to keep working on this because it's a lot of trial and error, and I think I'll just show it to you guys once I get it going. As you can see, I had to restart like 4 times, which was so sad because one time I got a little far and then I realized I didn't have this base and I didn't repeat the pattern. So with gingham, what you have to do is like, you have to repeat each round twice, and I forgot. I had like a really narrow gingham, and that's not what we want. We want like a thicker square gingham. The gingham wasn't ginghaming. How many times can I say gingham in this video? Next, this is gonna be my base. And then what happens with the book sleeve is like when the spine flattens this out, when you put it inside, it rounds up from there. And so I think I'm gonna switch to the other color pattern. So I think what we're gonna do is round up from here with a white and light pink, and then I have to do those rows twice, and I'm not gonna forget because I made that mistake already. This is a really good basis, and we're figuring it out as we go, and now I'm excited because I can add gingham to my like pattern repertoire. There's cat hair all up in this thing. I need to like include pictures of the book sleeves I've made that I have pictures of. So what we're doing for the rest of my work breaks will be Twisted Games and continuing to do my cover for it. I will see you guys at the next check-in for this project. Good morning, everyone. It is Friday. When did that happen? I'm like both ahead and behind on my crafts. I don't understand. I showed you guys this tablet cover. I don't really need to weave in like that many ends. I'm gonna show you like a lazy way that I weave in ends. It's not really that revolutionary, but maybe you haven't thought about it. Lazy girl methods for everything, but I'm gonna weave in my ends. I'll show you that right now, but I also finished my gingham book sleeve. I don't know why it's slanted though. One of my coworkers thinks it's because my white yarn is a little bit thinner than my other pinks. And so maybe it's like pulling it slanted, but the good thing is when you put the book in it, it's like not that slanted anymore. Once the book is in, it's fine. And then you tie it. You tie a little bow on top, super cute, and you're all good. Once I figured out the bottom on the vlog, I took it to work and I did the rest of it. It only took me like an hour or 2 hours or something like that. It was quick. It's not as slanted when the book is in it, but I think I'm gonna block it because I blocked this one and it really helped. I think it'll help kind of relax the yarn because I used a thicker yarn for this. Here's the bottom, like still it's a little bit slanted. See, it's like weird. So I'm gonna block this book sleeve. But first I'm gonna show you what I do with my ends, which again, it's not that revolutionary, but like maybe you don't do it and maybe it would save you some time. Here is my tablet sleeve. I really hate to weave yarn in through needles. I'm gonna turn this inside out just to see where all the ends are. I could probably just cut some of these. I take a really tiny hook. This is a size 3 because I want a small one that will go through my stitches. I crocheted around it to begin with, so all I really have to do is go back the other way, but I think I'm gonna go one more. All right, my yarn is going under this stitch, so I go to the next one and I just shove this hook through the stitch. Again, this is the lazy girl method. I did not say there was that much finesse. And then I'm gonna do one at a time. So I'm gonna pull the yarn through there like that. So then you do the other one and you pull that through. Okay, and now I'm gonna turn it. I'm gonna go back the other way. I'm gonna skip the first one so it's hooked around something. And I'm just gonna go under one right there. And I pull that through. Sometimes it gets a little stuck on the yarn, but no worries. And then we pull the other one through. And then you just kind of keep on doing that until you're done. Like, again, a needle might be faster on the weave-in. It just takes me so long to thread the yarn through a needle because it's, like, so thick. Here, I just did both at once. See? Slay! You just take some scissors and you trim the excess. Remember, this is inside out, so, like, it doesn't have to be that pretty. That's my little quick method of weaving in ends because I don't like for this one's super long and it's just one. I might use a needle for this. This one is the end of my mattress stitch, so I'm just gonna weave it like through the bottom a couple times. So like we'll just go through there and then we'll go through there. The odds this comes undone is so low. I'm just gonna make sure it doesn't get pulled on. So there we go. Now we're over here and now we cut. Perfect. I'm just gonna go around and keep doing that. I have a bunch at the top here, but I'll show you guys when it's all done. Okay, so I just weaved in all the ends and she's so cute. I'm considering blocking this, but I don't feel like I have to. I feel like it'd be fine if I didn't. I'm definitely gonna block this one and see if it fixes this like slanting problem. These are my 2 weekly crafts and I guess it's Friday, so we did finish them, but it did its job and like now I wanna keep on crafting. Now I gotta look for more ideas. I'll have to ponder. Now I'm getting that urge to keep on crocheting. The slow ease back into crocheting has worked. I have 2 new accessories that I'm so excited for. Do you guys use book accessories, like crocheted book accessories? Because if you do, let me know what they are. Now I'm like, I need more. I thought this would take me a lot longer. This I knew would be short, but I picked it because it was short, because I needed to like ease myself back into crocheting after a couple months off. I needed to be like, remember, this is fun. Remember, you love this. Some of my like to-do crochet projects, I really want to make like a patchwork granny square cardigan. So just like a bunch of different patterns, just kind of like mismatched everywhere. And I want to do that in light blue, I think. And then I really want to make a purple one because I have a bunch of lavender that I'm trying to use. So I might make like a purple cardigan. And then on that one, I might just like embroider little white daisies or something. Because that one I think I'm just going to make like straight through. But I think I'm going to start with a cardigan that's granny squares, because that way I can put it down and come back to it and not lose where I am. Because that's always my problem. It's like, I'll start a cardigan and I'll come back and be like, what piece is this? Where was I? What hook size did I use? I'm gonna block this and then I will show you the finished product. Okay, she's blocked. I think it fixed it a little bit. If anything, it's way like softer now. It was really stiff before because I used kind of thick yarn. But yeah, now she's like a lot more flexible. Now I don't think I'm gonna have to like struggle as hard to get my book inside. Yeah, that was so much easier than before. So if anything, it was worth it. Always worth it to block, I think. Ooh, and she's taller. Yeah, it definitely like relaxed it a lot. I think it'll still stretch to fit bigger books. Since it's taller, it will get wider, which is nice. But it definitely fixed that slant that I had, because this looks nice and straight. I'm so satisfied with her. She's so cute. And my book is so protected. It's not wet on the inside, I checked, don't worry. The steam did not make it wet on the inside. Now it's like nice and the lines are contouring the book better. They were like a little bit off before, but now like the width is one row, you know what I mean? Yeah, like the corner is the corner of the book. It's just nice. And like the bottom is nice and straight. It looks good now. So always block your projects. That's what we've learned today. Thank you guys for crafting with me this week. Here are our 2 finished products. We will definitely be doing more of these because this is making me want to craft more. So mission accomplished. But now I have 2 cutesy little protectors for my reading items. Let me know what book accessories you guys have, even if they're not crocheted. My goal also is to not buy new yarn, because you guys should see my yarn stash. It's thick. And RIP Joanne, I won't be able to buy new yarn unless I go to Michael's. I used to be a Michael's girly, but then I was introduced to Joanne, and now I'm broken forever. So I'm gonna add this to my book sleeve repertoire because I give book sleeves away as gifts. So if you guys are looking for crochet gifts for your reader friends, I highly recommend making a book sleeve. Yay, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me this week. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I hope you just had a great week and you have a good weekend ahead. And I will see you guys in the next one. Stay cozy.